for the Defence of Democracies, the FDD. Great to see you again, Haisam. And tell us, when we go back to the early days of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, how much concern was there in Cairo about a wheat shortage in Egypt?
Thanks for inviting me, Laura. Egypt is very concerned. Food shortage is the only thing that would make Egyptians go out to the street and protest. And this is the last thing that Cairo wants to see at the time. The scenario of 1977 riots, when people went out to the streets because of food inflation, isn't something the Egyptian government wanted to see repeated at the moment, because the government wants to ensure domestic stability of the domestic situation. So foreign investors and tourists continue coming to the country and bring hard currency, which is desperately needed at the moment, so the government can trade flexibly in the international arena and be able to pay back its loans. Just last May, reports were circulated and stated that Egypt has deferred payments for its large wheat purchases because lack of hard currency.
Would you say the Egyptian people then judged that President Al-Sisi handled the issue successfully?
It's an overwhelming challenge, which frustrates the government because it's an endless circle because of the constant increase of the population size. Just according to a recent report by the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, Egypt is expected to be the largest importer of wheat for the fiscal year 2023-2024. And one strategy the government has been trying to implement is to diversify its wheat supply. They have signed deals with United Arab Emirates, Romania, India, Germany, and others. But the overall situation, the Egyptian government has three major challenges. One, reduce the gap between domestic supply and demand, reduce the high consumption waste of food and bread. Egyptians on average consume about 145 kilograms of wheat per capita annually, which is double the global average. And three, improve the efficiency and targeting of food subsidy programs. The programs observe large quantities of the imported wheat, so regulating that more efficiently by the government could help the situation.
And just very quickly, Haisam, has doing business directly with Russia violated US sanctions on Vladimir Putin, and could this jeopardize Egypt's relationship with the US?
Well, wheat is good and sanctions are not on food. But in general, the US is a little bit skeptical of Egypt's relations with Russia and China, especially in the era of great power competition. We just recent reports showed that Cairo refused to sell weapons to Ukraine, even though the US is pushing for that because Egypt wanted to appear neutral in the Russia-Ukraine conflict. But as things heat up in the future, continue to heat up between China and the US, I think more tense conversations is expected between Cairo and its Western allies. And indeed, there are questions now in Washington on whether Cairo fulfilled President Sadat promises to be a genuine ally with Washington and its Western allies or not.
Haisam Hassanein at the FDD, thank you very much.